Right, so in this video we are in Halton. Now we're at a place called Halton Castle, which I do believe is the highest point in Runcorn. You can see for miles and miles. Now there's a place at the bottom called Halton Village. It's a dead old village and there's some really interesting dead old houses, grade 2 listed houses. There's a couple of money shots, as I like to call them, and so I thought, you know what, let's do a little video on it. So in today's video I will be getting joined by, and look who's back, it's Eric. So yeah, we're quite elevated now, so it's quite a steep sort of slope. So we're going to be walking down the steps, take you to the start of the village, walk to the end, and I'll try and explain as best I can what buildings we pass and what's listed. So yeah, without further ado, let's go and explore Main Street, Halton Village. Right, so there's Halton Castle, and now we're going to take you down to Main Street. Now originally I was going to go left. Left is a very nice hidden cliff face, should we say, but I've just found this as well. I didn't know there was one to the right. We just spoke to a local and he said there's another footpath up, but it seems to be blocked because it was dangerous. But you can't really tell on camera, but it's a significant drop down to the bottom, and we're just going to see what it's like down here. Looks interesting.
Solar panel needs to clean. Get a knot out of that way.
Wonder if that's public. Yeah. Huh? That little bit there, is that public path?
No, it's their garden, isn't it?
Was it a garden, yeah? Should we go up to the steps, down to the steps, and I'll show the cliff face off?
You're not happy with this way now?
No, I'm all right with it. Just thought I wanted to go down that way. Just want to see what it says on this sign here. Yeah, so I've never seen that before. Right, so we're back up the top. Here's the one we've just been down. I'm going to take you down this one now because this is very interesting. So again, this one takes you down to Main Street, and then we're going to walk to the start of Main Street, and then that's where I'm going to start this video. But just thought I'd show you this because it is pretty cool. If I'm slightly out of breath, it's because I've just walked up those stairs. I don't know what that is. It's hard to tell on camera, but that's a significant drop, that. But yeah, more sandstone popping out, and then we're going down these very steep steps. And what blew my mind about this is, as I was walking down here the other day, I came across like this house here, and then when I panned the camera and I looked at all that hidden rock face there, and you know, all the years I've been coming down this street, never even noticed it. Well, you wouldn't notice it because, you know, well, look how easy it is to jump up on that roof and get across. But how bloody cool is that? I mean, that's from there to there. What?
Dog walkers walk the dogs, they pick the dog to be put and then just like lash the bag.
I'll leave the bag.
The man just leave the shit out and
I know.
Instead of putting it in a bag.
Right, so that was one of the steps leading down. Caution cliff edge. And we're now on Main Street, so we're going to be going right, Eric. Right. We're going to go right to the end, and then we're going to start the video back up here. Right, so we're going to kick this video off at the top of Halton Brow, and there's a little pushcat there.
He looks like your Turkish van, George.
He does, doesn't he, eh? Little, get out the road. Come on. Yeah, anyway, so this house is just made of pure sandstone, and I do believe it to be derelict. There is history online. By all means, go and check it out. But It's the oldest standing building in Runcorn and was built in 1598 and is grade 2 listed. So from what I've been told, it's abandoned. Now, if you look at the front here, there was once a little car crash, and it hasn't been sort of properly fixed. As you can still see there, the police tape still remains, but the light's coming every now and then. But look at it, how nice is that? Not boss. One thing I noticed as well when we went past is the gate seems to have been blown off. It's been like that for quite a while, because I've seen on a Facebook group that it's been like that for a while. But there's an abandoned car. We're not going to go in because
someone might still live there, mightn't they?
no, it's definitely no one lives in it. Definitely no one lives in it. So we've got the Norton Arms up next. Now it's a grade 2 listed, and there's a plaque over the entrance saying it was built in 1758. So it is now a pub. Right, so we're going to continue up. What's that there? Prospect Cottages, 1888. Just there. Now we're coming up to the next listed building, which is, I don't know what we got here.
The application is reviewed.
25th of the 1st, 2024.
What they haven't done.
Must be roadworks going on here.
Tree standing in conservation area, 3% crime reduction of the industry. Oh, you got the last for planning piece to put the old trees back on it.
Ah, okay, so that one there, that's an oak tree, isn't it? So the next one we're coming up to is Halton School. Now this is grade 2 listed, and it dates to the late 18th century. So whatever it used to be, it's now a school, a very small school, which is that one there. And then you've got Village Hall as well, 1901, which is now the Hummingbird Art Studio. Yeah, pretty cool. So next up we have this one here, which is Halton House, which is next door to the school, and it's grade 2 listed, and it's built of brown brick with a slate roof in 1779. That one. So the what?
You've got to remember, these weren't designed for people with cars, really.
No.
So when you have to all have to park the cars now, you can't really park in the street, can you?
What's this one here? See, I'm going off a website I found which puts all these buildings that are listed on the website, but I don't think that's listed. It looks too modern, doesn't it, to be honest with you? Yeah, that's not on this list, so it's probably not. It's probably not listed, is it? That's not listed, I don't think. So up next should be something called Village Farmhouse. Look at that lovely window there.
Down there?
Yeah. So this village does have some rather nice pathways leading down to more modern housing. So I just thought I'd show you this very quickly before we press on. Nice sandstone either side makes for quite nice pictures. Right, coming up next, I think, yeah, so we've got Village Farmhouse. Now this is grade 2 listed, and it was built in the 17th century with an extension added in the early 19th century. It's made from red sandstone with a slate roof. So that was a Village Farmhouse. And we're going to press on now. When we spoke to one of the locals before, he did say that there was a path, public footpath, that was blocked off because it was dangerous. We can only assume it was that, because that was where, when we come down, when I started the video, the staircase to the right led us down to there. So maybe that's connected, or maybe that was what he said, I don't know. Right, so moving swiftly on, we have Hollybank House, another grade 2 listed building, made from rendered brick with a slate roof. So Is it? Yeah, it's the same one that was there in Yoto. Let me have a see if we can get a. Yeah, just see it there through the tree. That's nice.
Yeah.
Bracken Lodge. That's not on this list. I think it's these here. So these 59, 61 and 63 Main Street. Grade 2 listed buildings built in the early 19th century. Built from red brick with slate roofs. So we're coming up now to what I like to regard as the money shot. Now, this is a shop that I can never ever remember being open, but the window is still dressed. It's an electrical business. I think the guy just used it for storage, but I'll just show you. So it's.
I've been told he's an electrician.
Yeah, John Thompson Electrical. There's a sign there. So, John Thompson Electrical. There's an old phone box there. Wow. See, look, the little red box there.
Oh yeah.
See ya?
Fucking hell, it's like a shit house, right?
I know. Now this shop is slightly condensated, but yeah, all the years I've been coming up here, this shop, I've never seen it open. I think at one point it was a shop and it is now just getting used for storage, but...
Oh, look at the old scales over there. The old weighing scales. I remember my mum used to send me to the shop for some chopped pork.
Wow.
I used to go there and you just weigh them on that.
Mad. Used to be something there at one point as well. Look, it's all been bricked up. But yeah.
Do you know what? That's probably been one big building and that's the entrance.
Yeah. As you can see though, it's closed. Never seen that sign saying open. But yeah. It's like that actually, it's all condensated up, so, but never mind. All flats.
Yeah, it says there, large £30 Street.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bills included.
Look at that little bit of sandstone there.
Yeah.
Being little alleyway there. Maybe that's the, that's it. That's what the fella meant. That one.
Yeah, you can see
It's been blocked off.
Yeah.
So when we spoke to a local before, he said there was a public footpath which was quite dangerous and it's been blocked off. And that, oh look at that, there's steps there and everything.
Hey George, the wagon's been along your mount to the curb and scratched there Saturday.
Yeah, that's been bent. The village salon as well, that's been moved down here.
Has that never been open either?
It has, yeah, but it's been moved down here, I'll show you now. Got another nice little building. And we're now coming up to Castle, is it Castle Street? Street leading up to the castle. And I think next on my list is something called Rock Farm. So these are all old but not listed buildings. Castle Road, sorry, what did I say? Castle Street, the Castle Road there, it takes you up to the castle. So, nearly done actually, we've only got to go past the shop and then it's thingy out, yeah. Right, so the next building is Rock Farm. Now built in the 17th century, grade 2 listed, built from sandstone and red brick with a slate roof. Later additions to the building were made in the 19th century. So 80, 1992 and 94 Main Street, but on the opposite side of the Main Street's previous buildings built on sandstone base. Right, so we're coming up to the village store and I'll show you the little date on the door there as well. I think it's an old store, and then we're going to show you 2 more buildings, I think, or 3 more, and then we'll wrap up this video. Now, if we don't get run over, because this road is always busy, the village store established in 1891, so that's how old that is. And then we go across the road and we have,
1827.
yeah, we have 80, 1992 and 94 Main Street, but on the opposite side of Main Street. And so built on our sandstone base in 1827, row 4 cottages, grade 2 listed, more red brick with a slate roof. So that is 80, 1992 and 94 Main Street. And then moving on, so it's 125 and 127 Main Street were originally 2 separate cottages built in the early 17th century. Nowadays it's just one dwelling, The ground floor is made from sandstone, while the first floor is timber framed with a rendered infill gradient. Right, so one of the last buildings on Main Street is this one just on the left. Right, so the last building we're coming up to is Norfolk Lodge. So it was built in the mid-19th century from sandstone with a slate roof, and you can see the door has been filled in. So we're going to press on as well, because there's a few more buildings. There's nothing else down this end. There's a few more we're going to show you before we wrap this video up. There's the front there as well. Some original features remain, like the pillars, possibly the gates as well. You can just see over there, 120, the lodge. So we're going to press on back up Main Street now and show you a few more interesting little things. Right, one of the houses that weren't on my list is this one. I'm not sure if it is listed. As I say, this is just about listed buildings on Main Street. This is the Rookery. Got a nice little bay there sticking out. Just above the door, they can see the Rookery or Rookery. So we're going to press back on up Main Street and show you some more things. Right, so we're just coming up towards the end of the video, and we're going to be going up Castle Road. So we started at Halton Castle and we're going to finish at Halton Castle. I think there may be one building I've missed out on this little trek. It's right at the end, and I forgot to do it at the start actually, but there's no big deal. I'll put a picture up of it with some information. Right, so one of the last remaining scenes of this video, the audio decided to throw its hand in, so when I played it back it was just horrendous. I'll throw a little clip right up of it now so you get the gist. So I've come back a couple of weeks later to film this last scene, and I've just found these lovely stairs that are leading up to where we've just been. So there's a couple of things I think I missed out as well when I was here. So we've got some cottages at the top as well here. Let's have a look. So we got Gore's cottages. Now we have, let me just get my thing up, 12, 14 and 16. 3 brown brick cottages with slate roofs and built in the early 19th century, and are grade 2 listed. Oh, let me get bloody breath back. 6, 8 and 10, which are next to it, just there. Grade 2 listed, were built in 1718 with red sandstone and a slate roof, which is them just there. Right, so another building we're just coming up to before we wrap this up is Cheshire Library. So grade 2 listed and was built in 1730 for the Vicar of St Mary's Church, which is just opposite. So just take a little walk around there. Well, that's not getting used. That's I like that. That's cool.
It's access to that new
yeah, one, which is open. And there's the little pillars as you come in. Let's take a walk up and have a look actually. It's got a plaque on the door there. What does that say?
RUNCORN's Heritage.
Edith Smith. Alright. Oh, from Birkenhead.
First woman police officer she became.
Alright. There's another building here. So this is the vicarage. Grade 2 listed. And it was built in 1851. Currently up for sale as well. How nice is that? Oh, bloody hell, I'm out of shape. I'm sure last time I come here it was sold. Never mind. We have some lovely houses there. I think that's actually one house. Plenty of old cars in it as well. So there's a few interesting things as well up here. So I'm told that these gates used to be a school. I actually thought it was for the church, but no, they've left the gates, which is pretty cool. Right, the next thing I missed out was this African War Memorial go. This cross was erected to the glory of God as a thank offering. I can't even read that. Anyway, the South African War, 1899 to 1902, and that's that there. Just before we get to the castle. Now we're coming up towards the castle now. What happened on the day? This pub now is actually closed. So we went in, the door was open, and asked the fella nicely, and the fella actually let us in the back to get into the castle ruins. You can only really get to it via that pub, unless you climb the wall, but it's not recommended. Right, so we're now at the top, which is Halton Castle ruins on the left there. So it's grade 1 listed and was built in 1070, and it was severely damaged in the Civil War and then fell into ruin. Walls were added in 1800 to improve its appearance. And next to it there we have the Castle Hotel, which is a grade 2 listed building built in 1737, and it was a courthouse just attached to there. So Halton Castle, prisoners were held in the basement cells and tried on the first floor courtroom. So it's currently a private house, but I'm told it's closed because, as I say, we did come up here the other day, spoke to a guy inside, and he said it's shut, and he was basically getting out because I mean, it used to be quite busy up here, but it's a shame, like, because as you're going to see in the next clip, it is possibly the best beer garden ever in the UK, to actually sit outside on a dead hot day and have a drink and that. So yeah, so I think there's one more building I'm going to probably go and have a look for now, but what you're going to see next is us now in the back of the pub in the castle ruins. Right, the pub's actually shut, but the fella has let us in very kindly because Eric wanted to see the castle, and in all honesty, I've never actually been up here, so it'd be pretty cool to see this as well. Guy said he was waiting for a beer delivery. We were going to get a drink, but yeah, very nice of him to let us in. It's pretty cool, actually. Quite like it. Do you know what? I can honestly say, all the years I've come up here, I have never actually stepped foot in this castle. And look, I mean, this has got to be the coolest beer garden in the whole wide world. I mean, you can just imagine this on a dead hot day. Just look at it. Just absolutely all fenced off so your kiddies can play, they can't fall off the edge. And you've got a little bit of exploring as well you can do. But yeah, bloody hell, I mean, how cool's this? And that's just the path there where we've been. I mean, you can climb up, but it's recommended not to. But wow, yeah, pretty cool. What's this here? Incidentally as well, the very famous, is it a sitcom? RUNCORN sitcom. 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Quite a lot of scenes were filmed here as well, down on this path, and I think some of them were in here as well. But yeah, pretty cool show. I thought it was quite funny actually. But yeah, wow, how cool's this? How bloody cool is this? Look at that. That's looking down to Main Street where we've just been, and yeah, pretty cool. I say Eric wants to come and see inside this, and I'm glad I joined him because it is pretty cool. As you know, you've got this top part here, that's just little windows and rooms and doors. You spin that around, there's all, is that official writing here, or is it? I don't know. That looks old. That does look old. And you've got like little windows to look out of. Well, when I say windows, they actually had no glass in. Always for ventilation. You got a little, oh yeah, look at this. Little alcove here you can get in. That is bloody cool, this. So please take care, as ancient monuments can be hazardous. There are steep slopes, do not climb walls. Children must be kept under control, and willful damage to masonry is an offence. So it's giving you, I think, some of the views. So you can see Fiddler's Ferry. Just get me black marker and just rub 4 of them off. And you've got the Silver Jubilee Bridge. You've also got Liverpool, which is there somewhere, yeah, over there. Halton Castle, which is where we are now. St Mary's Church, which is there. And Halton Courthouse, which I do believe, so Courthouse Castle Hotel. So you've got courtyard buildings, the tower, sunken garden, and the lockups, and Halton Castle, and the Courthouse Castle Hotel, which is there. So that's the courthouse, and the lockups, which are just behind. So I'm going to have a look at the lockups actually, because I haven't actually gone and had a look at them. So bloody hell, I'm actually blown away, to be honest with you. Actually blown away by this place. I'm just going to have a quick look here. I'm not going to damage anything like, but foot up. Let's get in here. I mean, you get an even higher view now of Runcorn and that, and the bridges. There's the Silver Jubilee one. Runcorn, the wind farm. Helsby over that way. Helsby Hill, is it? Possibly, I don't know. There's the New Mersey Gateway Bridge just behind those trees. And wow, yeah, cool as. Right, so just before we go, these were lockups.
These cells?
Yeah. Oh. Pretty much like. Which one? Yeah, I know. So what is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total?
But I wonder if the escape tunnel was in the actual building?
Yeah, possibly.
But they hold themselves?
Yeah. Lockups in it, isn't it? Wasn't a lockup where they put...
Dungeons.
You know the one in Wavertree, the Wavertree lockup, what was that for? That was to put someone there when they were like you know, like in if you go out on a night out now and you get done for bloody drunk with the sword, I think.
Oh, like a
but that building was the courthouse.
Yeah, so it's like
so it makes sense that.
These were the cells, yeah?
Yeah, these were the cells. Yeah, I think so. That's cool. Pretty cool. Look at the shite here, though. Look at the shite. Wow.
People just sit here and get pissed.
Yeah, they get bladdered and just... You know what? I wonder how many people have actually fell off the edge pissed. But what we want to find is where's this disused pathway that's blocked off. Because that's the pub where we started down there. Yeah. See, Main Street is right along there. So, cracking view. I mean, look, it's a bit of a perfect day for it as well.
Imagine when standing here and the towers go down and clear.
Do you know what? That would be bloody cool, that. Yeah. So as you can see, Fiddler's Ferry adjuster. The remaining 4 towers, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Do you know what? And while I'm up here as well, it'd be rude not to mention this church. So St Mary's Church is kind of just next to Halton Castle. Right, it was built in 1851 to replace an ancient chapel, and it is currently, is it listed? It doesn't say, but let's assume it's listed. It just says St Mary's Church. It was built by Sir George Gilbert Scott with the money from Sir Richard Brooke of Norton Priory. It's built from local red sandstone with a slate roof and has an octagonal bell turret. It doesn't say if it's listed, but let's assume it is. Right, if you've stayed this long, thank you very much for watching. So yeah, I've been filming over the past couple of weeks in Halton Village, and I met some quite nice people as well. It's a really nice village. If you're ever up in the area, by all means go and check it out. It's just like, it's like frozen in time in some parts. Really nice, and I always make a point now of coming through when I'm up this way. So yeah, really cool. So obviously Eric is not with me on this outro. This is a reshoot. I've got quite a few more things actually coming up this way, Halton and Runcorn and that, some really interesting stuff. So back down at Liverpool, I think sometime next week, depending when this video goes out and what date it's going to be. But yeah, so that was Halton Village, a village built on sandstone. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.